Unrivaled League needs Caitlin Clark, and they are preparing to offer her a massive deal. But is it all too little too late? League has 26 of their 30 players already, and they have been announcing players for the past 3 months. And there has been speculation throughout the entire WNBA season if Caitlin Clark would be joining Unrivaled in the offseason. Caitlin Clark is needed for this league. It should be one of their main goals is to get her to play in the league no matter what that costs, no matter what that is going to take.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the biggest stories surrounding the WNBA and Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark has just delivered one of the most remarkable performances the WNBA has seen in decades. In the span of a single week, she accomplished something no player has managed in nearly 30 years. Against the Connecticut Sun, Clark finished with 27 points and 11 assists while playing just 27 minutes, leading the Indiana Fever to a dominant victory. By the final buzzer, an incredible 15 records had been broken during the game, with 9 of those milestones belonging to Clark herself. What makes this performance even more astonishing is that one of those records stands completely alone in WNBA history. No other player has ever achieved it. This wasn't a nail-biter or a last-second thriller. It was a statement win that showcased Clark's elite scoring, playmaking, and overall impact on the court. In this video, we'll break down every record that fell, explain why this game could become one of the defining moments of her career, and look at what it means for the Indiana Fever and the future of the WNBA. If you're a Caitlin Clark fan, comment CCMVP below and let us know which record impressed you the most.
This, to me, is another reason why Caitlin Clark needs to flee the WNBA. It's a political organization. They're not serious about business. They don't care about traditional sports fans. It's a little cult that puts out little political statements. Everybody wears vote t-shirts. They don't care about making money. They don't care really about building up this league and making it profitable. They're a charity. She needs to flee the WNBA and start her own league in this
side club. It has just been reported today that Caitlin Clark could receive a Lionel Messi-like offer to play in Unrivaled startup 3-on-3 league, which is a full...
Before the record-breaking performance, the biggest question surrounding Caitlin Clark wasn't about her stats, it was about her health. Fans and analysts alike wondered whether she was truly back to full strength or simply battling through lingering discomfort. Earlier in the season, Clark missed multiple games because of injury, and every return to the court was met with cautious optimism. Supporters closely watched every sprint, sharp cut, and quick change of direction, hoping she could move freely without any signs of pain. As the missed games added up, so did the uncertainty. But Clark never let the speculation define her. Instead, she answered the questions with her play and her confidence. After putting together 3 strong performances in a row, she made it clear that she finally felt like herself again. That wasn't just a routine post-game comment, it was a statement that suggested her confidence, rhythm, and physical condition had all returned. Looking at what happened next, it's hard to argue otherwise.
Lisa Collier, who is one of the founders of Unrivaled, had this to say about Caitlin Clark. She said, "It's just so crazy because the growth that Caitlin has brought to the game, the sheer amount of money that she's making these teams, people are having to move their venues when she comes to play, and she's getting paid like $75,000 a year. She should be one of the top paid players in the world just for the sheer numbers that she's bringing." And I'm glad that a WNBA player is finally saying this out loud, admitting to it, because it has been so clear for so many people the Caitlin Clark effect that she has had on the WNBA this season.
Head coach Stephanie White reinforced that confidence with more than just encouraging words. For the first time in weeks, Caitlin Clark entered the game without any restrictions on her playing time. That decision spoke volumes. Teams don't remove limits from their franchise player unless the coaching staff, medical team, and trainers are all convinced she's fully ready to compete. It wasn't a cautious approach or a wait-and-see situation. Clark had the complete green light from the opening tip, a clear sign that the organization believed she had fully recovered and was prepared to handle a full workload. That confidence was rewarded in spectacular fashion, as Clark responded with the most dominant statistical performance of her career, turning a routine regular season game into a historic night.
Caitlin, I know you mentioned to Malika how last year a tough moment would be like the night before the game when the reality would set in, you're not playing. On the flip side, now you're on a game day when you are playing. What's like a simple or subtle moment of joy, whether, I don't know, it's like seeing someone's face or hearing a song or something like that, just kind of makes you feel happy?
Well, usually they play some Lady Gaga for me when I work out pregame, so maybe they'll do that. I don't know. We have a new DJ, so I'm going to have somebody to inform them to play Applause by Lady Gaga. they didn't do that for me last year when I was signing autographs, actually.
Caitlin, did you get the pregame Lady Gaga music situation sorted out for next game?
Yep. Oh, they played it.
They did?
Yep.
Was it applause? What was the
Applause, yep.
Kelsey Mitchell praised Caitlin Clark's relentless drive, emphasizing her commitment to becoming the best version of herself every time she stepped onto the court. Earlier Boston echoed that confidence, noting that Clark looked more comfortable and confident with each passing game. While fans and media continued to question whether she had fully recovered, those inside the Indiana Fever organization were seeing a very different picture unfold from the outside. The conversation centered on uncertainty. Analysts debated whether Clark could play at full speed after returning from injury, and every game was viewed through the lens of caution. Inside the Fever locker room, however, the atmosphere was calm, confident, and filled with quiet belief. Her teammates weren't talking about limitations, they were talking about rhythm, chemistry, and the steady progress Clark was making with every performance. That contrast between public skepticism and the team's unwavering confidence became one of the biggest storylines leading into this game. Reporters kept asking about her health, while Clark consistently insisted she felt stronger with each outing. Every appearance seemed like another step towards something bigger. Few people outside the organization could have predicted what was about to happen, but there was a growing sense within the team that a special performance was on the horizon, even if no one could have imagined just how historic it would become.
Chippy moment with Solana at halftime that led to the double text.
I was just trying. Oh, did I get a technical? You did. Oh, no way. Oh, it just makes sense for the refs tonight, so I'm not surprised. Wow, I could have got ejected. I should have been a little safer in the second half. Okay, well, guess I have some fines coming my way. And a flagrant. Wow. Well, the refs were interesting, but I'm not going to say anything else because obviously I got probably $1,000 worth of fines coming my way, but I was just trying to get the rebound and I didn't know I got a technical foul, but thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. Okay, next question.
As tip-off approached, the Indiana Fever carried the relaxed confidence of a team that believed it was ready for a big night. The atmosphere before the game was loose and focused, with no sense of hesitation or concern. When Caitlin Clark spoke to reporters, she didn't rely on the usual cautious answers about taking things one game at a time. Instead, she sounded completely confident, making it clear that she trusted both her body and her preparation. That confidence quickly translated into action. By the final buzzer, Clark had recorded an outstanding 27 points and 11 assists, a stat line that would prove to be one of the most significant performances of the season. We'll break down exactly why those numbers were so historic in a moment, but even on their own, they tell the story of a player performing at the highest level. More importantly, Clark didn't just say she was feeling healthy, she demonstrated it on every possession. From the opening minutes, she attacked with confidence, controlled the pace of the game, and consistently put pressure on the Connecticut Sun defense. By the end of the first quarter, it was clear that any lingering questions about her health had disappeared. What followed wasn't simply another impressive performance, it was a powerful statement that she had fully returned to form and was ready to lead the Fever in spectacular fashion.
Think about it. What does she have to gain from participating in this meaningless event? If she wins, she will be criticized. I'm so tired of this white privilege. If she loses, she will be criticized. I told you Caitlin Clark was overrated. She always folds under pressure. Caitlin Clark has nothing to gain by participating in the three-point contest. Her participation would be a favor to the league, and maybe she would be willing to help out if she was appreciated. Maybe she would be willing to help out if she wasn't treated like she doesn't matter. Since the WNBA thinks they can make